Tommy Robinson is set to hold another of his protest marches in a couple of weeks in London. He seems to have gathered together a grouping of anti-woke and populist voices, people like Katie Hopkins and Laurence Fox and so forth, seemingly with the intent of restoring some sort of civic national pride as well as pushing back against the globalist agenda. And it's always good fun when Tommy Robinson is in the news because you get to watch a load of woke, deluded celebrities say the most absurd things.
Hi everyone, it's me, Paloma Faith.
Oh, hi Paloma.
Everyone knows how much I love music and how much I hate racism.
Right, do they? A bit of a weird flex. I mean, the only thing I know about you is you're a 40-year-old and you speak with that goo-goo gaga 5-year-old voice all the time.
How I stand for qualities like equality for women, I'm anti-bigotry, and I want children to grow up in a world where fascism is a thing in the history books and it doesn't exist anymore.
Well, that would be the world we're living in now then, wouldn't it? Because Britain's never had a fascist leader, and the last European fascist leader was Francisco Franco, and he died in 1975. However, ironically, if Europe is to see a return to fascist ideologies, it will be because of women like Paloma Faith. Their woke ideologies have totally undercut and debased European nations, thereby pushing people further and further to the right.
Now, there are people who are damaging that ideology. Tommy Robinson is one of them, and he wants to remove all the beautiful colours and the spectrum of life in this country.
No, he doesn't. What are you talking about? In the very video outlining the group of people that set up this march, you can see there are people of different races in that group.
So please, if like me, you're against somebody as toxic as that, I would love you to join me on the 27th of July and many others for a Love Music, Hate Racism march to bring him down in our numbers.
Well, I bet Tommy's quaking in his boots. I do wonder how these London-lovey lefty women are so very deluded. It's common knowledge to anyone who's even got a passing interest in politics that the far right and Tommy Robinson don't get on at all. I mean, all you have to do is do a 2-minute search on his Twitter and you'll see him every day arguing with far-right guys who don't like him because they view him as a Zionist who's not an ethno-nationalist. But let's be honest, she probably reads things like this in the Socialist Worker, 5 reasons to march against Nazi Tommy Robinson. And given how pro-Israel Tommy is, he's the exact opposite of a Nazi. But I think he gets that reputation as Google controls the algorithm around what happens when you Google his name. Look on the screen now, I Googled it, and you can see the hits are from Socialist Worker and Stand Up to Racism. I mean, that's so biased, it's like the Google search function in the UK is run by Owen Jones. The other elephant in the room is Tommy's main beef has always been with Islam, especially radical Islam. And it's odd that Paloma Faith is so upset with Tommy because of this, because after all, with her pro-LGBTQ views, they wouldn't be very welcome in the Muslim world. So in conclusion, celebrities like Paloma Faith are essentially LARPing. Deep down, they yearn for people like Tommy Robinson, who they know are relatively harmless, really, but they want to make out they're the heroic, freedom-fighting, morally virtuous, good people against the evil fascists like Tommy Robinson. However, it seems to me that one day these lefty lovies like Paloma Faith will get their wish when Western men start to leave the major conurbations and form their own communities. Then she can live in her utopia with the LGBTQ people and the Muslims. I'm sure they'll get on swimmingly. These are just my views, however. Do let me know what you think down below, and do consider subscribing to the channel.